Hello, fair travelers, and welcome to the very first episode of Party Wanted. If you've stumbled across this podcast in your feed and wondered, is this another D&D podcast? To answer your question, yes it is. But don't go just yet. Party Wanted is a story about a cross-country race to collect a powerful, heavenly weapon in the name of your land and life. This story will be told on a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition system, but the story, the world, and each piece of lore will be entirely original. Thanks to some of our players, we also will have original music, both in and backing the game. This story is a labor of love, written front to back by myself and my wife, Jessica, and woven together by our starring cast members in more ways than just as a player. So we truly hope that you enjoy. If you've stuck around this long, you're probably wondering who this, handsome-sounding person is, and why the hell they're talking to you. If you haven't guessed it yet, I will be your dungeon master for this adventure. My name's Jack Moore, and it's a pleasure to meet you. With that out of the way, I would love to introduce our star players, the members that'll make up your party in this campaign. Who'd like to start?
Not it.
I can start.
Wonderful. Who are you?
Well, I am Vol Ambry. I am I'm a drow. I am also a wizard.
Great. What's your real name?
My name is Harley Johnson, and I will be playing as Vol Ambry.
Hey!
The drow wizard.
There we go. Welcome. Thank you, Harley. Who's next?
What do you take me for, some sort of voice actor or something?
What do you take me for, some sort of competent human being? What?
Take me for a DM of 11 years? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
All right, I'll go then. Hi, I'm Xander Maxwell. I play Fern. I forgot everything. I am an eladrin druid, and I'm just here to have a good time, man.
Spicy. Who's that laughing? Is that Weeb?
No. Who's Weeb?
Who are you?
Expose him!
Expose him! Alright then, I'll take the bait. Hi, I'm V, Van Vox, maybe referred to Weeb half the time, and I'm playing a Tempo Vivissimo, a tiefling, because who wouldn't?
Disgusting.
Wow.
Hi, I'm a stereotype.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow. That leaves you, buddy.
Oh boy. What's good? I'm Kaz. And I'm gonna be playing the role of the mysterious Blue Knight. He's a paladin. That's pretty much all I can give you under threat of death.
Correct. I hope you guys are excited as I am, or as excited as I am. I've been nervous all day, so I really hope that you enjoy listening. If everyone is satisfied, who's ready to start? In the beginning, we were nothing. Stardust and comets floating by. As if by chance, a collision of asteroids willed a man into existence. It forged the first Watchman. Phalos, sturdy and strong, was Ilioxis' maker. His flesh used to shape the mountains, his blood the rivers, and his soul the first spark of a living being. His first creations, the followers, the very first, adored him and served as gatekeepers to what he deemed the heavens, rightfully named Elysium. To assist him in guiding his newfound populace, he constituted 11 more watchmen, each taking control of a different aspect to mortal life. Some were born of his body, others were deemed worthy of ascending from mortal life and into a seat in Elysium. The sun, the moon, and the sea are content to remain out of mortal affairs. Pleasure, tranquility, the ostracized, they're a little more involved. Death is everywhere, making sure that peace on Ilioxis is maintained. Millennia passed by, and as Ilioxis grew, so did its people. A harmonious society united under Phalos and his kin. Despite peace on Ilioxis, discord had been sown above. Rumor has it Chiton, the Watchman of Order, a symbol of justice, saw Phallos' hand as too unsteady to hold high structure of nirvana. Or was it that Edione, the Watchman of Conquest, grew weary of his seat, the lowest on the Pantheon? It's uncertain how the war started, but Ilioxis' people suffered for it. Balance had been broken in the Watchman's turmoil. A once united nation now tossed haphazardly to the wind as each Watchman's followers took hold of the earth, building borders to keep those deemed as unfaithful out. Some going as far as to exile others to the bogs at the bottom of the world. This war waged for centuries until finally there was a blinding light. A star, or so it goes, that had fallen from above the clouds in a blazing fury. It was seen no matter the location. Nothing but a godly weapon could give off such brilliant light, no more so than Phallos' own scepter. Word spread of the fallen armament from village to village, from king's castle to lord's abode. Bands of mercenaries, doctors, monks, and mediators are being brought together to retrieve the weapon in the name of their nations, in the name of their god. Most have never made it back. In present day, 1 year after the fallen star, you can still find posters on bounty boards and flyers in taverns, all with the same phrase printed at the very top. Party wanted. Vol. As it currently stands, you reside in the Wastrels, the very furthest point from civilization, in the darkest, most foul expanse of bog. Muddy water drenches the soil, and perpetually gray storm clouds loom over the makeshift villages. Currently, you reside in a small village resting just off the coastline near a port belonging to, some other nation you can't quite remember, nor do you care. The reason you reside there? Business, of course. The sailors that pass from ship to ship again need to be entertained. So why not read their fortunes and snag a bit of gold? From your lounge's window, you can see rain begin to fall. Another day in Blackwater. What does your lounge look like? What is it that you do there? Paint me a word picture, Harley.
Oh, I'll paint you one picture indeed. Well, it seems that there are many forms of books on makeshift shelves, within a small circular window and a small stool against it, surrounded by a large table with a large tapestry across it, small crystal ball to alleviate the senses of normality within the port and more of mysterious circumstances of fortune-telling. The wall draped with beads and tapestries as well, with small, smoking and sundering little embers from the strange little herbal essences within the air itself. My cards are laid out in front of me. I sit there with my hat upon my head even indoors to hide my face to make it a bit more mysterious, to maybe perhaps fool or to awe the mind of my mysterious form, but beneath I am no more than just a drow, far away from home.
Excellent. How busy is it in your shop right now?
Well, once in a while, if people aren't smoking hookah out front and they're feeling up to their opium challenges, to come to the back of my area, past the large bouncer if they're not tweaking too hard, they'll come to me and ask for a fortune.
How, this is a question just for you. How many tweakers do you get on the regular?
Oh, at least probably 5 a day.
Jesus. I mean, I guess...
They're a little twitchy. They probably think I'm the drug dealer.
Shit, what is this, Vegas?
Do you know the drug dealer?
Oh, yes. It's actually my bouncer.
Oh, excellent.
He doesn't need a bouncer for himself or any security. He's actually a very strong man.
Oh, very interesting. Well, Vol, as you go on about your business, you hear swift, light footsteps approaching from outside of the window. Another customer, maybe? You're waiting to hear the wood creak, but no, they don't enter. You hear slight chatter from the stairwell outside, directly leading to your shop, but you can't quite make it out. What do you do?
I suppose I call out to the bouncer, Greg? Greg?
Yeah, boss.
Greg? Yeah, what is all that ruckus out there? I thought I had a customer coming. What is that?
Somebody's looking for you.
Well, send them out and back. Come on now. Come on now. You lead them. You're the bouncer. You're supposed to show where people are supposed to go. This is an opium den. There's no, like, signs that point, oh, hey, look, the mysterious gypsy is in the back. Come here.
Yeah, all right, boss. And he does end up moving through the entryway to the den. A small boy wearing a hood over his head, bright blue eyes, and long blonde hair is following behind him. As soon as he spots you, he seems to run over to you. Mr. Ombre!
Oh, hello there, dearie. What brings you to my neck of the opium den?
Well, I was sent with a letter.
Oh, were you now? And what does this letter state? Who's it from, dear?
Unfortunately, I cannot reveal that information. I insist that we do this in private.
Oh, well, this is as private as it gets, I'm afraid. Do you need me to go somewhere else?
And they look a little nervous for just a second, and they look back at the bouncer.
Could you at least tell the intimidating man to step back?
Well, you can go now. You can go, Greg. You're fine. It's a child. There's not much he can do here.
He gives a disgruntled grunt, but does head back to his position at the door. The young boy, he pulls a parcel out of his cloak, and he hands it to you.
I highly recommend that you read this in private, away from eyes. It was of the utmost urgency that this be delivered to you as soon as possible.
Of course, and I just start opening it right now in front of him.
All right. Tempo! You've been traveling for about a day now, and you're nearing the end of the first leg of your journey. Leaving the ever-sunny Aclax has been a thought of yours for a while, but never did you think you'd actually be able to make the decision to depart. It must have been tough to pull yourself away from your family, your friends, your associates. Or was it easier than you'd ever imagined? Maybe what pushed you fully into your decision was the reminder that something even better was waiting for you in the southwest. Sunlight pours through the window of the inn that you've stopped to rest in, illuminating your room in a soft morning glow and bringing you slowly into consciousness. What do you do upon waking?
I check for my belongings. I've never been this far out of the city, and I don't know if there's like thieves or rogues, just being careful.
Your belongings are exactly where you left them the night prior.
Thank you, Jodeus. I am bundling up, and I am trucking along.
All right. Well, you finish your morning routine easily, making sure you get dressed, your hair is nicely fit underneath your jingly cap. It's something that you've been doing for a little while now. Once it's completed, you head down and out of your room, down the stairs to the main tavern. It's a small bar, just as one you would imagine for a border town, with nobody but the service staff and a few elderly to greet you. Seems as though everyone in lodging is still asleep. Do you have breakfast, or are you eager to get on the road?
I am eager to get on the road.
All right, well, in that case, in your excitement to get on the road, you decide to disregard the quote-unquote most important meal of the day in favor of being quote-unquote the early bird that gets the worm. You slide the key to your room to the barman. He nods and wishes you safe travels. May the sun guide you.
Yes, of course. The sun, stars, moon.
You're almost out of town by 10 a.m. once you leave that tavern. And as you saunter down the side of the dirt road, you can notice someone walking on the opposite side that you are. It isn't until you get close that they actually spot you as well, visibly turning their head to meet your visage. They immediately cross the street to stop in front of you. They're tall, lanky, pointed ears drooping from either side of their head. An elf. Sir! Sir!
Yes!
I apologize for stopping you in the middle of the road. You're Tempo, right?
That I am. How may I help you?
First of all, big fan. I love your work. I've seen you in Aclax 2 times. It's so great. But that's not the point. I'm here to deliver a message from you, or for you.
From who?
Unfortunately, I can't exactly divulge that information right now. I was just told to deliver this to you away from civilization. And he pulls a small parcel, stamped with a beautiful red wax seal, and hands it to you. I suggest that you read this alone. It was expressed to me that it is important.
Do I recognize this symbol?
Our first roll of the game. Wow. Roll history for me, bud.
All right, cool. All right. Big money, no whammies. 14.
Yeah, you don't recognize it entirely, but you've seen it in passing. You've seen it in universities. This is a stamp that is commonly used for way home universities.
Interesting. It's like giving it a full look down. The paper quality.
It is very nice, high quality parchment.
Ah, it was wasted on me. Well, thank you. We'll look into this immediately.
Of course. Thank you. Real quick, can I ask you a question? Like, personally?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Can I get you to autograph my bag?
Oh my goodness. Let me find a quilt.
Oh, yes. Oh. Darlene's gonna be so excited. And he pulls
Fantastic.
He pulls his satchel off and holds it out for you, so it's an even writing surface.
Yeah, he gets a quill, gives a couple of dots, a little frick on the tongue, and he signs his name as bold as possible.
This kid's eyes light up. He is so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, a pleasure to meet a fan.
Okay, well, have a great day. Good luck on your travels. Bye. And he starts wandering off.
And he gives it a second, waits until he cannot hear his footsteps, and then he opens the letter there.
All right. Blue. Ocean waves. That is the first sound that you're greeted with as you exit the lawmaker's office. You're treated to the gentle crashing of water on sand, the footsteps of people on the streets passing from building to building, and the inviting smell of fresh seafood. Aganeth is famous for its coastal towns, but more importantly, its business opportunities. Some find work on the fishing vessels, but you have taken up mercenary work instead. Why not do what you do best? After you leave the lawmaker's office, having just turned in a substantial bounty and collected your 300 gold reward, where is it that you'd like to go?
I would like to go back to my lodging.
Easy enough. You know that there is a tavern right down the way on the main street. It's only a few minutes walk in the heat before you're in through the saloon-style doors. You make your way to the bar, and with a cheery voice, the bartender says,
Hi, welcome to the Cape. What can I get you today?
Whatever's cheapest on the menu.
Oh, that'd probably be the tilapia. Is that all? Any mead? Any lodging?
1 room, please.
Of course. That's gonna be 20 gold.
I slap that shit down.
Cool. She happily takes it from you. She nods.
I'll be right out with your order. Thanks.
And she runs off, puts the gold in a small lockbox, and heads behind. As you wait for the bartender to come back, you look around the room. There aren't many people in the establishment today. There's a drunken man slumped over in the booth near the door, and a quiet group of sailors enjoying a meal at a table on your right. Your eyes dart over to the entryway, however, the door now standing ajar as a young, auburn-haired woman with a hood over her face hurries inside. She makes a beeline straight for you, and confidently, she speaks. Sir Knight, sorry, that was aggressive. Sir Knight, I come bearing a letter for you. If you would be so kind, it is of the utmost urgency to deliver this to you in private.
Letter from who?
I can't say.
All right. I hold out my hand.
Okay. She takes the parcel, hands it to you.
Snatched.
Do you snatch it from her?
Yes, I do snatch it from her.
She jumps a little bit. Scares her a little bit. Dick.
I don't know what you were expecting from me.
I don't know either. But she does bow her head.
I suggest reading this in private. Your deliverer insisted that nobody be around to look.
Duly noted. That it?
Yes, sir.
I turn away. And
Okay.
turn away.
Okay. And she heads to the other side of the bar to get herself a drink. Take a little break.
I will wait until I have my food and my room key, and then I will return to my room, and then I will open it.
Okay. Fern. Of all places to be in your long lifespan, you decide to spend it in Plaisir, an endless party, a bohemian world contained within the walls of a single nation. Your pilgrimage has been grueling the past few decades, but here you feel like you can relax, take a seat, and have a nice, stiff drink. That's why you haven't left yet, right? Men and women of all shapes and sizes parade around the bar you currently occupy, scantily clad to entice anyone who is interested and to take the order of whoever isn't. As you look around your surroundings, a voluptuous woman with pale skin in red, an Aasimar, you suppose, begins to slink towards your table. She leans against the booth and moves a strand of long golden hair behind a pointed ear, openly putting her body on display.
You here for business? A pleasure tonight, Fern.
You know, wherever I go, it's always pleasure, Natalia.
It's good to see you again.
Same to you. I think I'll settle for... and I look into my coin pouch and realize I have like maybe 5 gold left. Cheap. What's the cheapest drink we have on this menu tonight?
Well, we've got a standard mead available.
How much that'll run me?
2 gold a pint?
Looks like our time is growing short here. I'll take 2, please.
I'll give you 3 just because I like you so much, Fern.
You're an angel.
And you slump back into your seat again, eager for the next round of drinks, as Natalia slinks away. Once you're comfortable, you hear a small from behind you.
Yes, can I help you with something?
It's a man, the hood of their cowl down to show fur, tall ears pointed to the sky. Sir, I apologize for the interruption, but might I have a word with you in private? I have a parcel to deliver you, away from the noise and all the people.
Parcel? I have mail? I never get mail. Huh. That's weird.
It was sent direct, sir.
How?
Unfortunately, I can't divulge that information.
Alright, well, this is interesting. Alright, lead the way.
And he motions for you to follow outside of the bar that you're occupying, and just around the corner to the mouth of an alleyway. He doesn't move further than the mouth, but he waits for you to accompany him.
Yeah, I will accompany him. You said down an alleyway?
He is in the mouth of an alleyway at the moment.
Ah. We're not going all the way down this place, are we? Last time I was in a dark alley, it did not end well for the mugger.
No, sir. I promise this is as far as I'll go. I just needed to get you out, away from everybody else. And he opens his cloak just a bit to remove a parcel. The same wax seal stamped on the top. He hands it to you, very delicately. I must express the utmost urgency that you read this away from prying eyes.
Fair enough. I guess I'll take your word for it. And, yeah, sure, I'll head down this dark, creepy alleyway to read this thing.
Okay. Each of you, with piqued interest, finally open your parcels once you separated yourself from civilization. Inside is a note written on high-quality parchment paper, the handwriting elegantly decorating the page. From the envelope falls 1 platinum piece. The letter reads as follows.
To whom it may concern, my name is Isaac. I reside currently in Wayhome. It is of the utmost importance that my location remain discreet, as the task I have for you, should you choose to accept it, is dangerous. I'm building a troop of renowned individuals in an attempt to retrieve the Fallen Star. I have chosen you specifically for the reputation that precedes you. If you have received this letter, whether warrior or wizard, I believe that you are key to retrieving it. In return for your services, I can promise you compensation of 500 platinum, with a down payment of 1 platinum included. If you are interested, please meet with your future congregates in the village of Highcrest in northern Wayhome in 1 week's time. I'll have a carriage escort you to my home, a precaution to misdirect prying eyes. I hope to see you soon. Best regards, Lord Isaac Barnaby.
Each of you read. None of you recognize the name. You have no reason to believe its legitimacy, but with the promise of 500 platinum, 50,000 gold, and the single platinum piece enclosed in your letters, as well as the way these letters were delivered, you're having a hard time not believing it. That could be travel money, lodging money, outfit money, or drink money. That could set you up for life, no matter where it would take you. Do you accept Lord Barnaby's invitation?
Yes.
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 It's just 2 countries over. Why not?
And so, our story begins.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Kaz. I play the Blue Knight, and I just want to say thanks for listening in to Party Wanted. We're super excited to have you. If you like what we're doing here and maybe want to see more of it, then please follow us on our Twitter at PartyWantedPod for sick updates and bonus content. Don't forget to smash that motherfucking subscribe to keep in the know, my guy.